how data Okay, so I was talking about data analytics, and now I am going to share my screen, and you will see a presentation, and I will showcase you how you can use Tableau and Power BI as a data visualization tool to understand how we can do analysis using these tools. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So Tableau is a data visualization software which is developed by Salesforce in the year 2003. So from the last 20 years this software is there, but since the volume of data has now increased manyfold, nowadays it is very much in demand, and the data analytics stream is very much in demand. So what is Tableau? So it is a data visualization and business intelligence software, helps analyze, visualize, and share data in a user friendly manner. So if something is presented in a verbal format, in a written format, will that catch your eye? Or if it is presented in a image format, will that catch your eye? Image format,
Image format.
image format, right? So I'm showing a slide, and there are three colors you can see: yellow, blue, and pink, and three different text is written over here. So it becomes easy to read, and it is attractive also, right? Similarly, when you present the data in a attractive manner, in a easy to understand manner, in a comprehensive manner, people will like it, and the stakeholders, the owners, would be able to take better decisions. So it is provide powerful features and inbuilt interface. So as you can see on the screen, on the left hand side, a text is written in different lines. On the right hand side, a image is there. Okay, now which one is giving you a better view? The left hand side where the text is written, or the right hand side where the image is there? You can just say left or right, everyone. Please free to participate. Please
Right,
free.
right.
Right, right. Why right? Because you can see that there are lot of graphs, lot of charts. There is a pie chart, there is a map, there is a bar chart, there is a line chart, and what you can read is a customer analysis. So when the data is presented in a visual format, it becomes very interesting to read about it, and it is easy to comprehend. So some of the features of Tableau are drag and drop interface for easy data visualization, wide range of charts, graphs, and maps to represent, interactive dashboards for dynamic data exploration, data blending, and integration for multiple sources. So nowadays, you can collect data from any source. Okay, can you give me an example of a software or an application which you generally use to record data, to enter in data? Anyone? Can you name an application which you use to record or document any data that you have?
EMS Office Excel.
MS Office Excel, very good, sir. So MS Office Excel. Does anyone know when Excel was born? In which year Excel was there? How long Excel has been with us? Any idea? Do you want to try? Which year Microsoft introduced MS Excel?
I think 2000.
2003? 2000? No. The right answer is 1985. Microsoft Excel was introduced in the year 1985, and we have been using Excel over now from the last 40 years. And no other software could replace Excel because of its simplicity and because of the powerful tools which Excel provide for recording data, analyzing data, calculations, and all these things. Do you know that you can create charts in Excel? You can insert images and all these things. So Excel, Word, PowerPoint are Microsoft products which will help you in recording the data. But nowadays, apart from Excel, there are many more better tools which help us in visualizing the data. Excel is just used to store the data. Or maybe if you are a data science student, you might have used MS SQL or Oracle or different servers to to record your data, right? But data recording is one task, but taking decisions based on the data is another task. So these software, Tableau, helps you in presenting the data in a visual format so that you can take better decision. And you can collaborate data from different sources. Suppose you have three files. One is a Word file, one is a PDF, one is an Excel file. Then you have data on your SQL server also. You have data on cloud. You have data on Google Drive. Now you want to combine all the data and prepare a report. How will you do that? Suppose your boss has told you, so you have to give a presentation, and we have some clients and we want to take the business from the client. You have to give a presentation about our company, what all projects we are doing, but the data is available at different sources. How do you collaborate or combine all these sources and present it at one platform? Can anyone give me an answer for this?
So we can use AI for that.
Okay, what will AI do in that case? How will AI help you in integrating all the data from different sources? Can AI collect data from different sources? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. So yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
there's a
Right.
software also, sir, Gamma.
Okay, what it does?
So it collects all the images from every particular websites and informations and gather and make a presentation of that.
Okay, but if you have different category of data, different data types, that software might not be able to comprehend all the information and present it in the way you want, because we are just not collecting the information. We have to filter the information also. We have to remove the unwanted parts also. We have to customize the information and present in such a format that we want to display what is good, right? What is correct, what is important. So that in that case, your Tableau comes into picture. This tool helps you in collecting data and presenting it, and you can collaborate and work with the team. Okay, so next slide I am talking about different product line of Tableau. So Tableau desktop, Tableau server, Tableau reader, and Tableau online. So as the name suggests, Tableau desktop is a software which you can install on your system, on your PC, on your laptop, and you can use it on your system only. But you cannot share the resource with anyone else. So if the software is installed in your system, you can use it. But if someone wants to use that system, that software, it is not available. They will also have to install. And Tableau provides desktop version for a trial for only 14 days. After 14 days, you have to pay to use the software. It is not a freeware. It is a paid software. Then comes Tableau server. Can anyone tell me what is a server? What is a server? Have you heard this word before? Can I have some answers, please?
So server is the computer program which serve the what is the request sent by the client.
Server is a computer program that serves what the request is sent by the client. Is it?
So
Or
particularly over a network.
it is a network,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Where information is stored. So server is a space or is a network of computers or it is a machine where your data is stored. For example, when you post your pictures on Instagram or Facebook or you use Gmail, when you are sending your attachment, where is that data going? Where is data getting stored? And if you have to use your Gmail, do you have to use your own laptop or you can log into your Gmail from any laptop?
So from any laptop.
From any laptop. Why? Because the data, your Gmail, your emails are stored on the cloud. They are on the Google Cloud. And cloud is a server which is available as a resource to any person from anywhere you can access it. Similarly, Tableau server stores the data on the server so that a user can access the resource, the data from anywhere in the world. And most of the big organization MNCs use this Tableau server to store the data and retrieve the data. For example, Amazon, Flipkart, all these e-commerce companies. What do you think? What would be the daily transaction happening on these platforms? Can anyone give me a number? How many transactions would be happening on a daily basis on Amazon or Flipkart across the globe? Any idea?
More than lakhs and crore.
More than lakhs and crores, yes.
Yeah.
And when the big billion days comes or when the new year offer comes, it is more than that. So if so much data, big data is there, how you're going to store in a system, because system has limited resource. So Tableau server stores the data into the cloud and you can access it. Tableau reader just allows you to read the data, you cannot edit it. And Tableau online is another version of Tableau server where you can publish your data online, and anyone who is having the link, for example, you had joined this meeting with a link, right? It is open for everyone. So those who have this link can join the meeting. Similarly, if you upload your data on Tableau online and you share the link with someone, any person who is having the link can see the data and read it. So how does Tableau work? So it's a visualization software. It is a platform where you can connect to a data and then you can visualize the data. You can put the data into visual format. But first step is to connect to a data source. So that data source can be Excel file, PDF file, or a Word file, or a SQL server as I mentioned, or a Oracle server, or maybe cloud. Then you build different views. Then you work on the improvisation. You put some colors, you create some maps, you create some filters, then you create worksheets, and then you create a dashboard. Do you know what is the meaning of the word dashboard by any chance? Anyone who is knowing, what do you understand by the word dashboard?
Yeah, dashboard is means a file where you can see the number of indicators of some some project and some anything
Right,
can be.
right. So here what I will do is I will just show you something visually appealing. Okay, so I will be sharing my screen again, and now I will be going to show you a dashboard. Okay, before we move further, let me show you a dashboard, and that will give you the insight on how a dashboard looks like. But before I show you the dashboard, let me show you the data in the Excel. As you mentioned that we record the data in Excel format, first let me show you the data in Excel, and let me ask you some questions based on the data, and then I will show you a dashboard, and let us compare which one is better. So I am sharing my screen now, and I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Can you see the Excel? Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes. So it is a data of a HR department of a company. Okay, and you can see how big is the data. So if I just scroll across the data, there are AB. The column are AB. Till Z we have 26 alphabets in English, and this is 27 and 28. So 28 columns are there in this data, And if you talk about the rows, it is extending to 1554 rows. 1554 rows. So this is the length and breadth of the data. This is the huge data about the HR department of a company. Now, if you see the fields, it is saying first column heading is attrition. Attrition means employee leaving the organization. So it is saying yes and no. Then you have attrition in number. Then you have business travel. Then a label, ex-employee, current employee. You have age, band, date of joining, department, education field, gender, job role, overtime, age. Lot of data is there. If I ask you a question, like how many people are working in the organization who are working in the sales department? How many people are working in the organization who are working in the sales department? Can you give me the answer?
Here you can use the insert option to pivot table. You can clean the data and view all the details through the pivot table.
Exactly. Perfect. So we have to create a pivot table and we can view the data from the pivot table. Pivot table is basically a table which summarizes the data. And when we get the summary of the data, we can see how many people are working in which department. Then how many are male, how many are females, what job roles they are doing, how much they are earning, what is their education, and all these things. But do you think pivot table is easy to create? How many of you present in the meeting know how to create a pivot table? Can you just put yes or no in the chat box? Those who know how to create a pivot table, you can write a yes. Those who do not know, you can write down no in the chat box. So Ranjan says yes. What about others? Yes. Jayant also says yes. Okay. Yes. So we are getting yes. Only three yes. So I assume that all of the other people are not knowing how to create a pivot table. And there is no worry about it. That is why you are here, because see, understanding the data is possible when you simplify the data, when you summarize the data. If you don't summarize the data, it is not possible to understand the data. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So now let me summarize this data and let me show you how, if the data is presented in a visual format, it looks very beautiful and understandable also. So let me show you a dashboard which is created from this data. Now can you see this picture? Can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now if I ask you how many employees are there in the organization, can you give me an answer? How many employees are there in the organization?
1470, sir.
1470.
Yes.
How many people have left the organization? That is the attrition count. How many people left the organization?
237.
237.
237. So if 237 people have left from 1470, the rate at which the people, please someone mute, uh, yeah, please, thank you. So the number of attrition, the attrition rate is 16%. That means the turnaround is 16%. So average age of the employee is 37. Then how many are male and how many people are female? Those who left the organization, 150 male and 187 female. What is the age group of people working in the organization? And which department have people left from? So I was asking you the number of people in the department. Now this is a pie chart which is showing you that out of 237 people who have left the organization, out of 237 people who have left the organization, 133 are from the R&D department, 92 are from the sales department, and 12 are from HR department. If I ask you, like, at what is the age at which there are maximum employees? What is the age at which age there you get the maximum employee?
32, sir. Age.
32.
32, 32. So if I show you this data and if I ask you all these questions, do you think it is easy to answer? Is it quick to answer?
Sir, it's not easy to answer. through the dashboard we can show the data.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Right.
By the pie, using the
Yeah.
pie chart, you can.
Yeah, through the private table or the private charts you can answer the data quickly. Now suppose we need to understand what is the attrition rate by different age groups. You can create this beautiful donut charts, and it will show you that under 25 there are 38 people who have left the organization. Out of the 38, 20 were male and 18 were female. From the age bracket of 25 to 34, 112 people have left, 69 was male and 43 were female, and so on and so forth. So this is a dashboard which is created using Tableau. Now, before I move forward with this presentation, I want to ask you, how do you how you are feeling by looking at this dashboard? कैसा लग रहा है आप सबको?
It's good, looks like good and easy to understand.
Yeah, it's look like easy to understand. It is very neat and tidy, and it is very systematically arranged, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And it is giving you a lot information in a very concise manner, in a very systematic manner, which is not possible if you present the data in Excel or in any other format, isn't it? So that is the role of Tableau in data visualization and Power BI also. Okay, so are you excited to learn how to create these kind of visuals?
Yes, sir.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so let us complete this slideshow. Let me just give you some more details about Tableau, and then I will take you to the Tableau software, and let us explore how to create one or two visuals. And you will witness it is very easy. It is so simple, but you require a lot of practice, and a lot of tricks are there, a lot of things are there which you need to learn to create this kind of visuals. So data visualization, you have different kind of charts like bar chart, pie chart, scatter chart. You can do storytelling and presentation. You can drill down to reports. You can do conditional formatting and apply color coding. You can use geographical maps and spatial analysis. So these are the different advantages of using Tableau. You have mobile support, it is easily upgraded, there is no hidden cost, excellent customer support, excellent data visualization, better user interface, integration, and easy analysis of big data. Do you know how much data Excel can support? What is the limit of the data you can fetch into Excel? Any idea? How many rows data you can take in Excel? Any idea? Anyone? Any guess you want to do? How many data? How many rows data you can put into Excel? You can write your answer in the chat box, or you can unmute and answer. Do you
I
know
think
how
it's
many?
more than 10 lakhs.
More than 10 lakhs. So to give you the exact number, I'm putting the number in the chat box. Everyone can just check. It is 10 lakh 48,576 rows. And Jayant is right. It is 16,526 columns. That is the size of the data an Excel sheet can accommodate. Entire Excel can accommodate. But when you put multiple data, when you put more data, Excel starts to crash. So there is a limitation of Excel. But in Tableau, you do not have such limitations. You can put any amount of data in Tableau, right? Now, moving forward, what are the uses? Who require this Tableau software? So the answer is everyone. Everyone who is dealing with data. Whether you are a businessman and you want to do business analytics, it is important. Whether you are a salesperson and you are doing a sales or marketing job, it is important. Whether you are a financial advisor or you are a chartered accountant or you are working in a banking company or an investment company, you are in a financial position, it is important. Where you are the owner of the business and you are someone who is at the key position, who is required to take a lot of decision, again there it is important. And ultimately, all of us have to do with deal with customers daily. Customer is the king of the market. So before you launch any product or you do any operations, you have to understand the customer behavior, what the customer wants, what is his need. So There also Tableau can be used. So Tableau has an active community. You can go to Tableau website and check the resources over there. So now we are going to see how is the workflow of Tableau, and this is a screenshot of Tableau's software. Okay, so what I will do is I will now quickly take you to the Tableau software and let us explore something about it. Okay, so are you all ready to dive into the software and see the actual working of Tableau? Are you all excited to?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great,
Yes, sir.
great. So let us now let us join. Let us see the power of Tableau, and I will show you some of the charts which I just had shown you, how these are created and how simple and effective Tableau is. So I'm sharing my screen, and if you have any doubts, if you want to ask any question, you can unmute and ask, and you can write in the chat box. See, it is a webinar for sure, but it is not a lecture. So I'm not here to give you a lecture. It is an interactive session. The benefit of joining a live session is that you can ask question and you can get your doubt cleared. Okay, so I always like to have interactive sessions, and I would love if you can ask questions and you can clarify your doubts. So is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I had shown you a dashboard. Okay, this is the dashboard which is similar to HR dashboard which I have shown. Can you see the numbers over here? 1470 to 37 attrition now. This pie chart is there and all these charts are there. Okay, so this is created using Tableau. Okay, so before I dive into it, let me show you how it works. Okay, we will take 15-20 minutes to analyze how Tableau functions, and then we will move to Power BI also. Okay, Power BI and Tableau both are data visualization tools, but are created by different companies. So, do you know Power BI is which company's product? Anyone? Power BI is which company's product?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Correct, Microsoft. And Tableau, as I mentioned, it is a Salesforce product. Okay, so this is the first screen when you open Tableau Public. When you open download the software, you get to see this kind of interface. What will be the first step to use Tableau? Can anyone tell me what will be the first step? Can you see something written on the screen with in the blue color? Can anyone read it for me?
Connect to data.
Yes, and that is the first step. Connect to data. So you should connect to a data, and how many data source you can see? You can connect to Excel, text file, JSON file, Access, PDF, special file, statistical file, and to the Google Drive and to the server and all these things. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will show you I will connect with a data source in from Excel, and I will show you how we can create a good visual. Okay. So I'm opening a file which is in Excel. I'm connecting to the Excel file, and now it is connected. Right now, when the data is connected, you will see that the sheets which are there will appear over here. So this is the HR data. What we'll do is we'll just drag and drop the data over here in the panel. Now, once you drag and drop the data, you will see the fields over here. Can you see the field over here? Can you see
Yes.
the? Yes, yes. So you see the field name is attrition, business travel, CF age band, attrition, department, gender, all these things, right? And here you see the actual data. The data, it is the same data which I showed you in Excel. It is the same data, right? So the first step is to connect to a data. Now, if you want to add more data, you can click on add and you can add multiple data. But for the time being, we just want to work with this data only. Now I click on sheet 1. Go to worksheet. Worksheet is the space where you work, where you create your visual, right? So when you click on the sheet 1, on the left hand side panel, you will see a list of all the fields. Can you see the list of all the fields? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Fields in table, yes.
Yes, you can see. And there is a division. See, some of the fields are having ABC on the left hand side with blue color, and the remaining fields are having a green hash. Now, can anyone tell me what do you understand by this ABC and what do you understand by this green hash? If you read the field name, you will get to know something about it.
Dimensions and measures.
Dimensions and measures. So, someone who knows Tableau about Tableau, you know it is dimension and measure. And now, those who are new to Tableau or data visualization, let me explain what is the dimension and what is the measure. So, in the data set, whatever data we have, the data can be divided into two parts. One is the qualitative data, and another one is a quantitative data, right? For example, the color of a person, he is fair or he is dark, is it a qualitative data or a quantitative data?
Qualitative.
Qualitative data. But the age of a person, he is 25 years, he is 60 years, or he is 20 40 years, is this qualitative or quantitative?
That's so quantitative.
This is quantitative. So when you import any Excel file or any database into Tableau, it divides the data into qualitative data and quantitative data. So the qualitative data is called as a dimension. Dimension will be the source based on which you will do analysis of the data, and these are the measures. So all the numerical columns are measures, and all the alphabetical columns are dimensions. And we can convert the measure into dimension and a dimension into measure. Okay, now let us try to play with this data. So what I will do is I want to find out how many people working in the organization are male and how many are female. Okay, now what you I'll do is I will just drag and drop gender into rows. Now as I do, I would like you to participate. I would like you to answer what do you see on the screen. So what do you see on the screen now? As I drop gender into the row, what happened in the screen? What happened?
Categories in male and females.
Correct. It is showing male and female. It is showing male and female. And do you know that females are always ahead of male? Yes. So here also female is on top and then male is there. Can anyone tell me why it is so? Male is at the bottom and female is on the top.
I
It's
think it is alphabetical.
Because of
Yes, it is
alphabetical.
alphabetical. It is alphabetical. If you change the sequence, if you click on this and if you change the sequence, if you change the alphabetical order, if you sort it, so you will get male on top and then female afterwards. So it we can arrange the data. Now I want to see the number, how many male and how many female, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one measure into ABC. ABC is dummy values because we had put only gender. It is showing us the gender. Now what happens if I put the gender into column? So what happens when I put the gender into column? Can you make out the difference? What happened when I put the gender into column?
So now they're both in columns.
Yeah, the both are in different columns and one row. They are in one line. You can see that male and female are together. Earlier, it was male on top and female on bottom. But when you put in column, you will see get them side by side, right? Now, suppose if I put the age into ABC, it is just a game of drag and drop. If I put the age into ABC, now what do you see? Do you see a bar? Do you see two bars, one for male and one for female?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But we want to see the number. So here is a panel in the show me where you get 24 visuals. How many? 24 visuals are there. 24 different charts are inbuilt in Tableau, And now we will click on text table. This is called as a text table. And what do you see now? What do you see now? Male 32,328 and 21,950. Is it the right number? Do you think these many males and females are there in the organization? Because you see the
No,
Excel.
sir.
No. Why it is giving this number? Because it I put age. So what it had done, it had calculated the total of the age. It has added all the age of the male and all the age of the female. Do we want the sum of age?
No, sir. Individual.
No. We want individual. We want the count. So what we'll do is we'll click on this and we will convert this into count. So where in the measure we will say count, and we will not select only count, we will select count distinct. So you want to find out the distinct number of males and females. So now what do you get? 43 and 42. But this is age. So it is giving the distinct count of ages, but we want the total number. So 882 males and 588 female. And if you want to get the total, you can go to analysis total and you can say total column, and you get the same number 1470. Do you remember this number, everyone?
Yes.
1470.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So is it easier than pivot table, or pivot table was easier?
This
What do
is
you say?
easier.
This one
It is
is there.
easier. It is easier. And now let us see some magic. Now let us see some magic. Now, if you have to create a chart in Excel, you have to go to pivot table and then click on chart and then insert chart and then you have to select the table and all. Here you don't have to do all this drama. What you have to do is you have to just click on one chart whichever you want and you will get the chart. Do you see a pie chart now? Do you see a pie chart?
Yes, sir.
But here we are not seeing the male and the female. We don't know what like orange is male or female or what is the number, right? But here is a legend. Here it is a legend on the right hand side. It is saying that blue color is male and orange is female. But I want to have the categorization of male and female. So what I will do is again I will just drag the gender and drop it in the label. Now do you see the word male and female over here near the pie chart?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And now what I will do is I will just drag and drop the age again in the label. But still I'm getting the summation. So I want will convert into a count. And now do you see the male and female? 588 are female and 882 are males. Right? But you don't want to see the numbers, you want to see the ratio. What is the percentage of males in the organization and what is the percentage of female in the organization? Now suppose you have to convert this into Excel. What you will have to do to convert the number into percentage? Tell me, what will you have to do if you have to convert the number into percentage in Excel? Can anyone answer this? Hello? What will you have to do if you have to convert the number into percentage in Excel? Probably if you have to write a formula for this.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Male divide by total number into 100, we'll get the male percentage. Female divide by total number of employees into 100, we'll get the female percentage. But here you don't have to do anything. Yes, what you need to do is you just need to go to quick table calculation and we will say percentage of total. And what do you see now? What do you see now?
It's came.
Percent.
Yes, sir.
So 60% of the employees are male and 40% are female. And when I click on entire view, it will give me a bigger pie, isn't it? Now I don't want to restrict myself to this information. I want to find out like which department they belong to. Which department they belong to. So what I will do is I will just add one more element, department, into the row. I'm adding department into row, or let me put it in the column. Now how many pie charts do you see now? How many pie charts do you see now?
You
Three.
see,
Three. Why three? Because one, there are three departments. One is HR, second is R&D, third is sales. And do you see that all the three pies are different in size?
Yes, sir.
Why they why they are different in size?
According to the numbers, sir.
According to the
Maybe the
numbers.
number.
So you can easily make out that R&D department has the most number of employees, and HR department has the least number of employees, and sales department has the average number of employees, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is how you can easily visualize the data in Tableau. Did I write any code over here?
No.
Did I write any formula over here?
No.
Do you need to remember any algorithm, any coding, any syntax?
No, sir.
No,
No.
sir.
No. So it is that simple. But and let me show you one more thing. Let me show you. Now suppose you want to find out like what are the like different what you can say, the different category of workers that we have. What is the education background of the workers that we have, the employees that we have? So what you can do is you can put education into the rows. When you put the education into row, you will get to see the different education level: associate degree, bachelor degree, doctorate degree, high school, master degree. And you want to find out like how many people are from this particular degree. So what you'll do is, again you will put, let me put gender into ABC now. So we get male and female, and now we'll put age into ABC, and we get the sum. So instead of sum, I will just say count. So we get to see how many people are from this particular education background, and how many are male and how many are female. A simple table is created, a pivot table is created by just dragging and dropping the data. And you can customize this table. So I can go to show me, and I can bring it near to the visual. And suppose I want to present this into a column chart. So isn't it looking good? So this is showing a comparison of female and male, but we don't want this. We want like education category wise, how many male, how many female, how many male, how many female. So what I need to do is I just need to change one position. And in the associate degree, these are the males, these are the females. In the bachelor degree, this is the male and this is the female. But we don't want this also. We want a single color for male and single color for female. So what I will do is I will put gender into color. And now do you see that orange color is for female and blue is for male? Is it interesting, guys? It is that simple. You can convert a column chart into a bar chart or something like that. If you want to see something like this, have you seen something like this in Excel ever or in PowerPoint? This is called as a bubble chart. So what does this bubble chart indicating? How do you understand this chart? Anyone who would like to try? What are these circles trying to show you?
A number of male females are working in
Category, sir.
different departments.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Working at different positions, having different degrees, right? And suppose you want to see the number also now. So what we'll do is we will again put the age into label, and we will convert the age from sum to count, and we can increase the size of the label also. So it is that effective. Now see the chart. Now do you see the numbers also? 337, 253, 235, 244, 154. The smaller circles are not having the number, but the bigger ones are having. And when you hover it will show you the numbers for others also. So in the doctoral degree, there are only 22 female. There is no male in the doctoral degree. So there are 26 male and 117 female, like that, right? So this is what Tableau can do. Okay. So this was about Tableau. Now let me show you something more interesting in Power BI. Are you ready to explore Power BI as well?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Okay. Let's dive into Power BI. I hope you are enjoying this session. Can we have a feedback, because almost 1 hour is over now, and another 30 minutes or 40 minutes will continue. So I hope you are enjoying this session and you are finding it interesting. Can you
Yes,
write
sir.
yes? Great. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, right. Now let me open my Power BI and let me show you some interesting visuals in Power BI. Are you all uh, witnessing this Tableau and Power BI for the first time, or you have already seen this before? So those who are seeing this for the first time, you can write down first time in the chat box, and those who have seen before, you can write down before also. So those who are witnessing Power BI or Tableau for the first time, you can write down first time, first time, first time. Yes. So many people are seeing this first time. Very good. First time. Okay. So presenting before you the magic of Power BI. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what you see on my screen is a dashboard which I have created for a uh, automobile company, a automobile dealer who is dealing into different brands of cars. Okay. Now which one is your favorite? Can anyone tell me? Do you like Volkswagen, Toyota, Ford, Audi, BMW, Hyundai? Which one do you like the most?
Toyota.
Toyota. So when you click on Toyota, do you see a Toyota Etios on the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Do you see a Toyota screen? Some might say BMW. So when you click on BMW, do you see a BMW on the screen?
Yes, sir.
And along with BMW, what do you see is the units sold, total revenue, variance, market share of all these companies, brand market value, top 5 models, and sales trend. So it is highly interactive dashboard. When you click on any image, you will get to see all the numbers. Audi, when you click on Audi, you get a Audi picture, and you get the sales trend for Audi over the years and the models. And this is interactive. When you click on this, so you will see all the numbers. This trend chart has gone because yeah, so it has come back now. So this is all interactive. So when you click on this bar A3, now it is showing the data for A3. So 70,000 units have been sold for A3, 34 million revenue it has generated, and there is only one variant. When you click on Q3, so it is again 33 million and one variant. When you click on A4, it is 28 million. When you click Q5, 27 million. So it is all interactive dashboard. Now this is created in Power BI. The same can be created in Tableau also. But let me show you the behind the scenes of this dashboard. So let us see the data behind this dashboard, and let us talk about the data model also. Now I'm going to be little technical now. Okay. Now how many tables do you see over here? How many tables do you see here on the screen?
Three.
Three table. So one table is called as a brand master data, which has the image, logo, and make. Then you have the car data set, which has the engine size, fuel tank, make, mileage, model, price, tax, transition year. And then you have the Norway car sales by make, which has the make, month, PCT, quantity, and year. So this the data which is used to create this kind of visual is coming from these three files which are in Excel, and these are interrelated to each other, and you can see some lines joining them, right? And you can see a star and a one over here, right? So when you click on this line, do you see some of the fields getting highlighted? What field it is getting highlighted in the first two table?
Mark.
Mac.
Make. So that means make is common between the first table and the second table. When I click on this line, now what is getting highlighted in the first table and the last table? Again, make. So we need to create a data model when we are using multiple sources, and from the data model you create your visuals. So this is the data table. So this is the data that we have. So in the image, in the data file which has brand master data, we have the link of the images for Audi and all these things, and the image, link for their logo, and the link for their model car image. Then when you talk see the data phase for car data set, we have model, year, price, transmission, mileage, fuel type, tax, engine size, make. This is a huge data. 72,434.35 rows. Can you see this number on the screen bottom side?
Yes, sir.
72,435. So it's a very huge data. But this data is presented in a meaningful manner by creating a visual like this. Isn't it looking good?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And it is very interactive. You can change anything, and all the numbers and charts will change. Right? So this trend is showing that 2008 the sales was down, then it picked up till 2012, 2013 it was also flat, but 2014 there was a decline. Then 2014 to 16 it was going good, but after 16 it again declined. So it is showing the trend. Now, how do you create these kind of visuals? So again, you have to do a lot of calculations and all these things. So when you click on any visual, you will see that all these things, all these uh, various components are put to create a visual like this. And if you have a country into the data, we can create map also. Let me show you something which has a map also. So just give me 1 minute. I will show you a map which is India's map. So data analytics is the future, and when you want to be on the top of your career, if you are serious about making a career in data analytics, then I must say that Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, these are the softwares which you all know should learn and know, so that you can actually do good work in data visualization. Okay, so I'm just stopping my screen share, and before I open the visual which has the map of India, I any questions anyone so far? Any questions? Any doubt? Anything that you want to ask me? Feel free to ask questions. So if there are no questions, that means everything is clear or all clear. So you have understood everything or you not understood anything. So what is the situation? You have understood everything? Whatever I have explained to you so far? Can we have a yes in the chat
Yes, sir.
box? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm into the field of data analysis from the last 10 years. So I am mentoring many corporate professionals and students across the globe on these softwares, Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. Yeah. And definitely, when you practice these softwares, you can do a great work in it. But Power BI has a lot of DAX functions and formulas. Whatever I've shown you, drag and drop, it looks very easy. But when you have to build a visual which is having a lot of data and a lot of calculation is there, then it is challenging at times because you have to create a lot of formulas and functions and all these things. So definitely it requires a lot of practice and a guidance. And nowadays what you see on the internet is that people are offering courses for 499 or 199 and 3 hours workshop where you will become master and all this thing. Do you really think that these softwares can be learned or mastered in 3 hours?
No, sir.
No. Whenever we conduct batches for Tableau and Power BI, it takes a near about 40 to 60 hours to make them learn all these things because it is very detailed. What they cannot, no one can teach Tableau or Power BI in 3 hours. Eh, like I'm also taking a session. I'm just giving an introduction. I'm just introducing you to the world of data analytics. But I cannot teach you in 3 hours. No one can ever. Now, do you see the map of India?
Yes, sir.
And do you see some numbers and with the state, some numbers and the state?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
these numbers are GST collection. This is the data. I will show you the data also. Let me show you the data which I had taken from the GST website, and I had created this visual by uh, putting the data into Tableau, and this is the data I'm showing you. Can you see this window? It has the state name, then May 22 and May 23, 2 months data is there, and it is showing the growth. So it is showing the revenue collection of from GST. Now, if you want to find out like which is the state which is having the highest revenue, you can sort the data. You can sort ascending or descending. So Maharashtra is the first state that gives you the highest revenue for GST. Then Gujarat, then Karnataka, and like all the other states are there. Odisha is also there among the top 7 or 10 states. Rajasthan is also there. Delhi is there, right? That, and we get very less revenue from Tripura, Nagaland, Manipur, Arunachal Pradesh, Chandigarh, right? But this data is in tabular form. When you present this data in a visual form, how beautiful it is looking, isn't it? So Indian map with the numbers and all. Now let me show you one thing. Suppose I remove one number and I keep only one number, and you want to see the rank of the states. Suppose you want to present this to the uh, Prime Minister of India, Modi ji. मोदी जी के साथ आपकी मीटिंग है और आपको बोला गया है कि बताइए कौन सा स्टेट का रेवेन्यू सबसे ज्यादा है, किधर से रेवेन्यू ज्यादा आ रहा है, किससे कम आ रहा है, ये सब आपको बताना है. So how would you answer this question? You're sitting in front of Modi ji and Modi ji is asking you, give me the ranking of the states. So how will you give the ranking?
We can add here two pictures. One side is India map, and one
Hmm,
side the ranking of the states.
correct. So we can add one more visual and we can present it. But if I tell you that in the map itself, I can give the rank. I can give the rank along with the numbers. Won't it look much better without having to create a table?
Yes,
We
sir.
What do you
can
say?
show in different colors.
Yeah, so this different colors is already there. So all the states are represented by different colors. But my question is that Maharashtra is the state which is giving the highest revenue. Okay, so how do we come to know that Maharashtra is giving the highest revenue? And then by looking at the numbers, right? This revenue collection, the figures. But if I tell you that I can convert the figure into into rank, won't it be easier for us to give?
Yes, sir.
Hmm,
Yes, sir.
yes. Okay, so what I'm going to show you that how easily you can convert this into a rank. Now what do you see? on the map. I'm just making it full screen. What do you see on the map?
Numbers on every states.
Numbers.
Yeah. So every state has a number. So Jammu and Kashmir is on the 19th position. Jammu and Kashmir is on the 19th position. Delhi is on the 7th position. Maharashtra is on the first position. Odisha is on the 8th position. Chhattisgarh is on the 12th position. And it took us 1 minute to convert this. Not more than that, or not even 1 minute. I will say, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. So this is what I would say, that this is the power of visualization. This is what you can do with visualization. So I think, do you have any questions? Because I can go on and show you things, but the purpose of this webinar
So
was to
please
make
can you
you.
again describe the visualization process?
What are you saying? Can you again?
Describe the visualization uh, process.
Process. Okay, okay. So yes, definitely. And to show you the process, I will show you something which is interesting. Okay. So just give me 1 minute. Let me open something and I'll show you. Okay. Let me share my screen and then I'll ask you some question. You're asked about visualization process, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you see on the screen?
Move. Post is
Movie.
What do you see on the screen?
A poster.
A
post is
poster. Poster. So do you see three actors, one actress and two actors?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Akshay
sir.
Kumar, Shilpa Shetty, and Sunil Shetty.
Yes.
And do you think that I by mistaken opened this poster in Tableau in Power BI? How come they have come? Okay, so there is a purpose behind this. Can you guess the name of the movie?
Uh,
Dhadkan.
Oh, great,
Dhadkan.
Dhadkan. All the people from the 80s and 90s, they can know that this is Dhadkan movie. And there was a very famous song of this movie. Do you know the song? The title song of this movie.
Yes, sir.
तुम दिल की धड़कन में रहते हो रहते हो. Okay, so this was a song and there was a dialogue. See, I'm talking about this movie for 2 minutes because just to entertain you, and then we'll talk about the process also. Okay, so just 2 minutes we are deviating from the topic, but it's relating to the topic. So there is a dialogue when do you know the name of Sunil Shetty was Dev, and the name of Shilpa Shetty was Anjali, and Akshay Kumar was Ram. So Dev was a very poor guy, and he loved Shilpa Shetty, Anjali, and Anjali wants to marry someone rich, and she meets Ram, and she gets married to Ram. But then this Sunil Shetty is very sad because he's like, because I'm poor, you are not marrying me. And there is a scene with the chappal he goes to the Anjali. Do you remember the movie scene?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So he says that the Anjali says कि मत करो मुझसे इतनी मोहब्बत देव, मत करो मुझसे इतनी मोहब्बत. ठीक है. And Dev is like अंजलि, मैं तुम्हें भूल जाऊं ये हो नहीं सकता, और तुम मुझे भुला दो ये मैं होने नहीं दूंगा. Right?
Yes, sir.
You can laugh. Because see, I don't like to take very heavy sessions where I am just showing PPT and I'm showing all these things. I take sessions for 8 hours, for 6 hours, for 4 hours with the students and all, and I like to teach them in a funny manner, in a manner where they can enjoy what they are doing, they can learn along with fun. That is what I do. And
Yes,
so
sir.
Anjali says ke मत आओ इतने करीब मुझे, मैं तुम्हें बर्बाद कर दूंगी. एंड सुनील शेट्टी सेज मैं बर्बाद होना चाहता हूँ. ठीक है, बट वी डोंट वांट टू बी बर्बाद. हम लोग बर्बाद नहीं होना चाहते. हम लोग समझना चाहते हैं कि ये प्रोसेस कैसे होता है, हाउ डू यू डू द प्रोसेस ऑफ डेटा विजुअलाइजेशन. एंड फ्रॉम दिस देव इन हिंदी we have to move to that dev in English. Dev. So the process can be divided into four parts, four steps. The first step is discover the data. D stands for data discovery. So you discover the data, you analyze the data, you see what is there in the data, you convert the data, you bifurcate the data into dimension and measure. Second, you analyze it, you create connection, you try to work out the figures, the details, then you create visuals, and finally when you create everything, you put everything together and create a dashboard. That is how you can explore the possible ways of creating and displaying the data in an attractive manner. So you will not find this concept anywhere in any book or over the internet, because this is what I have developed, I have created by myself. So now, will you remember the process of data visualization?
Yes, sir.
You always remember this movie Dev, Dhadkan, and the Dev. Discover, analyze, visualize, and explore. So these are the four steps that is required when you do a data visualization, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any more questions? Anyone? How many of you are students who have joined this session? If you are a student in any college or university, or you're learning you're doing BTech or MTech or MCA, you can write down me in the chat box, or a student in the chat box. And I can see that some professors have also joined. Might you might be uh, teaching as a associate professor or a faculty in many renowned colleges or institutions. So I hope you find this session insightful. You found this session insightful, and you understood how data visualization can be the game changer, and how you can visualize the data you can present the data in a visual format. Okay, so Ashutosh is a student as well as a software developer. Very good, very good. So if you are a software developer also, Ashutosh, I have a question for you. How do you, when you sit with a client and you work on a software, what requirements do you ask for? How do you go along? Can you unmute and answer this question?
Yes, actually, we need the what exactly the if there is some specific design issues like
Right,
they want to discuss. So we need that format in Excel form. So what exactly we need to make changes in the particular website, and if there are any code changes or any ASI cron jobs. So any requirement we are getting that in Excel files,
right,
and we
right,
need to
right.
once completing all the details, and after implementing all the code changes or design changes, then we again have to discuss with the clients if they like it or
Right.
not. If they
Hmm.
want some modification, then we need to do that. And
Hmm. Yes, definitely. So, see, software development or any, for any this thing development, uh, you require the understanding the requirement from the client, what he wants,
yes,
because the client is going to pay you for the software or for the process, because he wants to get some value addition from, he wants to get a solution to the problem. So data visualization can also be a solution to the problem which people are facing, or maybe we'll not say a problem, but maybe it will be a better tool to present their data in a visual format. I work for so many clients, and there are some real estate clients I work for. So I create visuals, and they understand like how their projects are going on, how much cost they have incurred, whether they are exceeding the budget or they are within the budget, whether they are earning profit or incurring losses. All these things are visible, are easily understood by creating different visuals.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I hope if everyone is like fine, we can now conclude this session. If you have any other question, you can put to me, and we will definitely like to conduct more such sessions for you. And if you would like to learn data visualization, Silan Software would be coming up with a course on data visualization, where we'll be uh, doing a in-depth learning path for Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. So you are all part of the group, WhatsApp group. We will share the information there, and you can share your feedback for this session in the group also. Okay. And if you have any other questions, I can address this question. If there are no questions, we can conclude this session. Anyone who would like to give a feedback or ask any question?
So is there any master class or in any master course for all the AI tools which we can implement in our daily life, like in our career
Okay.
or
Yeah, so see, I have a YouTube channel by the name CA Alok City. I'll just put it in the chat box. If you just Google about me, CA Alok City, YouTube, you will write down, you will get reach to my YouTube channel. And on my channel, I put various videos on AI tools and how you can use the AI tools to automate your work, how to use Chat GPT, how to give commands to Chat GPT. All these things are there, so you can watch those videos. And secondly, we are also going to come up with a master class or a course on short course on this AI and Chat GPT. So we will keep you updated about it. Sealant Software is already working on it. Okay, so we will keep you updated, and I'm sharing the link of my YouTube in the chat box. You can just mark it, and this is the video which I created for Tableau. If you want to understand how I created the HR analytics dashboard, you can just view this and you will come to know. Secondly, Excel is also a tool which everyone should learn and use. So for Excel also, I have around 200 videos I have put on my channel, and there is a Excel challenge, learning challenge also, which I had run. So if you are interested in learning Excel, you can learn it from there. And yes, you can uh, contact Silan Software for any of the courses requirements. We will definitely come up with the courses for you. Because see, YouTube, you can watch video and learn, but you need a hand holding, a support from a mentor who is an expert in the domain, and you that can guide you through this path. So we are there for this, and whatever queries you might have, you can put it in the group as well. So Ashutosh, I hope that answers your question.
yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other question? Anyone?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, if we want to organize one seminar on Power BI in our
Yes, sir.
college, what we have to do?
So you want to
Because
organize, you want to organize a physical session or a virtual
yeah,
session, sir?
physical, whatever may
Physical.
be. If it is
Okay.
physical, okay. If it is not, then virtual, it is also acceptable.
Okay, sir. Okay. So definitely we can organize, sir. You can
Hmm.
contact, you can connect with Trilochan, sir, and he will schedule a time with you, and we can
Hmm.
conduct it. Where is your college? Is it in Bhubaneswar or?
And in Bhubaneswar, Tilochan sir knows well me.
Okay,
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 so
okay, sir.
mhm.
Definitely.
So,
So
mm,
I will convey this message to Trilochan sir. He will connect with you, and we can plan
yes,
for a webinar or a physical session as well. Right now, I'm in Kenjore, and
oh,
I'm doing.
Kenjo. Mm,
Yeah, I'm
mm,
in Kenjore.
mm.
Yeah, and I'm undergoing I'm doing educating students for a project over here on Tableau and Power BI data analytics, which
Yes,
is a
sir.
government Odisha government project. So
Yes,
we
sir.
can plan for it, sir. Whether online or offline, we can discuss it with Reluchan, sir. Definitely.
Okay, sir. So,
Okay.
as Silochan sir is known to me, definitely I
Yes.
will discuss about this session,
Yes, sir.
and, and definitely we will organize one seminar on Power BI along
Sure.
with you in our institutions, either in physical mode or in online mode.
Definitely, sir. I would be looking forward for this meeting. Thank you.
Sir, sir.
Thank you, Ranjanji, for your feedback. Thank you, Dr. Sham. Uh,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for contacting us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this webinar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for joining and for patience listening. Hope to see you in another session soon.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you for that deep example, sir.
Thank you. You will remember me for it
Yes, sir. Forever, sir.
forever. Thank you. Okay. Good night. Good evening, everyone. Good night. Yeah. Thank you.
Very good evening. Very good.
Very
Good
good.
night.
Yeah. Good night.